Sean, come over here. Y'all, Representative, Senator. Chase.
Yep, Chase.
Yeah, Chase, I got it. Well, thank you for giving us some time today. I was asked to do a bill signing on a bill that got a little national attention, and I was very pleased with the work of Representative here and Representative Penzo and Senator Eads for their work on this legislation, which has become Act 601, House Bill 1553, to create the National Day of the Cowboy. And I'm pleased to be joined today by Sean Gleason, CEO of the Professional Bull Riders, as well as Jason Brewer, Vice President of the Professional Bull Riders as well. And then we have in here Chamber of Commerce from across Arkansas that recognize the importance of rodeos and the economic benefit of rodeos to our state. We have Chase Outlaw here. Where's Chase? Right here. Who is a professional bull rider from Hamburg, Arkansas, who has been labeled by USA Today as the toughest athlete in sports. Now, I believe that's all I got to say. And ranked third in bull riding, and I think there's not many athletes that want to take that on. So, Chase, we're very proud of you from Arkansas. I just want to make a comment before we sign this legislation. I also wanted to give Sean an opportunity to say a few words today. But in terms of professional bull riding, since 2002, we've hosted 61 events in Arkansas, including 7 on the League's Elite Tour. Next March, we'll have the Bad Boy Mowdown in Verizon Arena, which is one of their elite tour events, and we're very proud to have that. And Phil Pulley, where's Phil? Right back there, bad boy. You're hosting that, sponsoring that? All right, good.
Put him on the spot. Right?
Yeah. Well, I figure you had something to do with it, with that name. And and these have a $3.6 million economic impact to the state of Arkansas each year. But then in addition to that, and of course I come from Springdale, where I went to high school, which has the rodeo of the Ozarks there. You have Fort Smith, where I spent 19 years, the old Fort days. You have Pioneer Days Rodeo, the Clinton National Chuck Wagon Races. You've got the Pioneer Days Rodeo in Melbourne. In SAU Tech, of course, we have a number of events there with their covered arena. You've got towns, rodeos from Harrison, Hampton, Lead Hill, Caraway, Ashflat, Jonesboro, and Crossett. And now I know I've left out some, but this is an extraordinary number of rodeos and professional events that happen in Arkansas. And I'll just add a note here that I've campaigned at a lot of different events with great crowds. There's probably not a better event I've campaigned in than what Doug Smith took me to, which was a rodeo. And so incredible events in Arkansas, but of those that I cited, our calculation is that rodeos have a $22 million economic impact to the state of Arkansas each year. So that is worth celebrating. And again, I applaud Representative Penzo and Senator Eads for sponsoring the legislation to create the National Day of the Cowboy in Arkansas, recognize it in terms of our history, in terms of our economic benefit that we brings to our state, and the athleticism that so many of our cowboys and cowgirls enjoy in terms of this incredible sporting event. And whenever you just think about Arkansas, with Fort Smith soon having the Marshall's Museum opening up, another aspect of Rooster Cogburn and Judge Isaac Parker in the days of the Badlands in Oklahoma, and those are really truly the days of the cowboy as well. So incredible historical connection. But I wanted to invite Sean Gleason, CEO of Professional Bull Riders, to make comment.
Thank you, Governor. Arkansas is a cowboy state. There is no doubt about it. In fact, I think Fort Smith is almost universally recognized as the gateway of the original cowboys into the West, where they set off into the wild unknown and made their fortunes and their careers. And you had mentioned Judge Parker, but also one of the most famous lawmen in history is Bass Reeves. He was the first African-American Deputy U.S. Marshal. He served for many years and arrested 3,000 bad guys that he brought back to Judge Parker on his way. You mentioned Charles Portis and True Grit, one of the greatest all-time cowboy movies in history. And then let's not forget that Jerry Jones is from the state of Arkansas, and he happens to own the Dallas Cowboys. So we have our own Chase Outlaw. We've got some great cowboys here, but Chase Outlaw is the #2 cowboy in the world today in the world standings. We just came from Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he finished second to the #1 bull rider in the world. So they finished 1 and 2 in not only the event, but the world standings. But Arkansas has a great cowboy history, and we're proud that we've been here for many, many years with events. Bad Boy Mowers has allowed us to, I think, now 4 years in a row, and we're coming back for our 5th year with the Unleash the Beast Tour, which is our primary televised tour. So we bring CBS coverage to the state. The economic impact that you mentioned. But we're here today to celebrate National Day of the Cowboy. And it's a cause near and dear to our heart. Bethany Braley and her board have been working diligently now, and we're now up to 15 states that officially recognize the National Day of the Cowboy. Its diverse history of the cowboy. And I think for us, the reason that we got involved in it is because cowboy to us means the values: hard work, honesty, integrity, commitment, and dedication. Those are the things that cowboys stand for, and America needs more of those values today. So, Governor Hutchinson, we know that you're a cowboy. As a matter of fact, You led the DEA for a while, and my dad actually served on a task force for a number of years in the DEA. Very proud of that. But we know that you're a cowboy, and so we brought you a little plaque. It's not the hat, the buckle, or the boots. It's not what you ride or what you drive. It's the values you embrace and the way you live your life. Be badder, be bolder, be braver, be cowboy. So thank you very much for having us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So we'll invite Senator Eads or Representative Penzo.
Say a few words. I'd like to thank Marshall Mitchell and Jennifer Michaels for bringing this to my attention. I ran this forum 2 years ago, and as a freshman, I ran a resolution which didn't carry the weight to put this holiday into perpetuity. So things actually worked out pretty good with the timing and with the events in Montana, and PBR got involved. And so I just want to thank everybody for coming down and appreciate everybody voting for the bill that did. Thank you.
So with that, you want to come to the microphone, Chase?
Yeah.
It's never a good idea to give
Being a cowboy is what I was since I was a little kid, and wanting to ride bulls, and I'm proud of being from Arkansas. There's no place I'd rather hang my hat than in Arkansas, and heck, I'm just glad, honored that the governor's office would call me to come be part of this. That's a really big deal for a little guy in a small town of Arkansas, and come up here and be standing here with the governor and get to represent the state and get to represent the professional bull riders. And I'd just like to thank everybody for that opportunity and thank everybody for the support. Be cowboy. Thanks, sir.
All right, so we're going to step around here and we're going to sign this bill, and I invite everybody that wants to be a part of this to gather around. Any other cities represented here tonight? Like Springfield here? All right. Anybody from Rossville or Portsmouth? Smith's here. All right. That's one of our days. Okay. Oh, yeah, there are. Yeah, that's Chuck Reagan right here.
Good.
Gang Cowboys build it.
Yeah, that's a lot on the hill.
SAU Techers, coaching that rodeo team. I'm ran rodeo in Arkansas.
All right, so let's pose for a picture here.
Okay, everybody right here, please. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
All right. What's the date today? I'll make this easy for you. Used every one of those. All right, so House Bill 1553 is now the law of Arkansas, the National Day of the Cowboy, which is recognized as July 4 to commemorate America's cowboy heritage. Tell you what, Senator and Representative, if you could help distribute these to you. I'll let you all make your selections. Very good.
Excellent.
That's how we do it here. Okay. Sign my name. Yeah, this is ceremonial. That's just my name. All right, so we're going to do some pictures. We're going to do
Can we have one of your feet? gonna do a. Yeah. Okay, great.